Yo, morning, welcome back to the channel. So we've got a really busy day today. We are going to be cracking on with trying to smash out this rewire as fast as we possibly can because we weren't planning on doing this rewire. In fairness, we are doing loads of alterations on this house and the rewires just came up basically. So that is what we're doing. So we've got the entire team cracking on with the rewire, all jumping on, so there's loads of noise. So we're just trying to get on, really. So the plan is, so we've got the board here, poor location with the garage door. That eventually is going to be moved. We're going to move that down to like here somewhere. But in the interim now, I'm going to be killing everything off in the house and getting some temporary supplies whacked in so we can start running some leads. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, and let's take you around the house. Okay, so in here we are renovating the house as it stands. So as you might notice, there is no staircase. Staircase is going, so we've put a new staircase in, a new heating system. This house has had loads of leaks, so we came in and took down some of these walls that was in here, so we're now making it a big, massive kitchen diner. These doors were fitted yesterday, and the window. So at the minute, we have plunged the house back into the dark ages. This is the water, what we've got. That is the only water in the house, and there's going to be no electrics in 2 minutes. So quickly whip you upstairs. Right, so the layout upstairs is completely different to what it was originally. So to accommodate the new staircase, and it's a dog leg stairs now, Sean, isn't it? That's going in, is that right? Oh, chatty Cathy, look. Oh, chatty Cathy.
Oh,
Camera hiding. So we've got the bathrooms to do. So there's a bathroom here as well to do. I'll try and not fall off. Steve-O is cracking in, look. So hey, it is mad really, to be fair, how flat out they're going to be going today. So ensuite to do. There is basically every room. So the lads are just stripping everything out right now. They're marking out, and then there's a little bedroom. Oh, you boarded the ceiling. Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, no, it's fine, absolutely fine.
No, they've all got to come down.
Bring them down. Yeah. So the layout is going to change. So, like I say, we've pretty much touching most of the electrics anyway, and they're poor. So, look, juggling act. Throwing boxes up from down there. So I better get myself all set up because the lads are going to be making loads of noise and cracking on as much as possible. Right, as you can probably gather, it's chaos inside. So the lads, what they're going to do, they're going to get on with, so some of them are stripping all the cables out now, so we've got no power to the house whatsoever. So they're going to strip that out. Then the lads upstairs are now chopping out for all like the dry liners and starting looking at cable runs as such. So what I'm going to do is, obviously so I can film to you guys because it's so noisy in there, is I'm now going to strip out this board. I'm going to have to drop the garage down because of this stupid location where this is. And then I'm going to run a couple of temporary sockets directly underneath. We're going to run it in a little radial with 32 amp radial using 4mm twin and earth. Nothing fancy. It is literally a temporary site supply. So we've got an RCD on this side. I have got a 16 amp MCB on there if I wanted to, but 32 amp we cover for everybody what we're doing, futuring, moving forward, because obviously there's different tradies coming in. It's generally how I like to do the rewires. If you watch the previous videos as well, is every rewire that I do, I generally put a site board on, but in this instance, because I've got RCD protection on this side, then everything's on the surface, we're all good to go. So that is my plan. I'll get this garage door down and get this fitted. Right, credit where credit's due. That is pretty neat, and it doesn't look like it's been messed with at all. So credit where credit's due. So the intention is we're going to get all this completely stripped out, get it all gone, cable wise that is. We're not going to be doing anything else. What I don't like is looking at these MCBs, that they're not clicked onto the DIN rail for some reason. Don't really know what that's all about. But we shall soon deal with all that. Yes, mate.
You got the screw tip?
Yes. Do you want it?
If you're not, if you finish it,
I just need to grab a few bits out of it. Okay, so we're going to do nothing jazzy, literally a bit of 4mm, straight up through here, straight into your 32, 2 double sockets, and that's basically it. We're not going to make it any more jazzy than that. Okay, so all we've got left to do now, we've got the site supply. Now, I don't know why, for some reason, this side was a little bit weird to get the screw in. Don't know why, so we had to just re-tap it. So if you don't know what one of those is and you're new into the trade, that is a tapping tool. Just grab one, they're a few quid, and the amount of times it will save you is ridiculous. You use it more than you think. So all I've got left to do now is just get a little bit of testing to do. So I've got to do my R1, R2. I know it's ridiculous, and I know it's only literally, it's probably going to be 0.1, something like that, 0.10, something around that area. But it is a site supply. You need to make sure that that's okay. The RCD tests out okay. Insulation resistance is okay. I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's going to be okay because we've just installed it. Ultimately, the supply that's coming in, make sure that's okay. Because ultimately, with all the lads, I think I've said ultimately about 20 times, but with all the lads working and people, other trades coming in after, we do need to make sure that they are safe. So never just install this and just go, it's a temporary supply. Temporary supplies still matter, they still have to be right. So I'm just going to rattle through those testing because obviously, but we've all seen that, loads of previous videos, it's a bit boring. So, and then after that, we'll energise it, start running some lines, and we'll get inside where everyone's been noisy. Right, just because some of you guys will not believe that I've tested and all the rest of it, and I get that, I do get that. I go, yeah, I'm sure he's just powered it up. Genuine testing, okay? So I've just gone through my RCD because obviously that is something that I want to make sure he's working as well. I've done my R1, R2. It's actually a little bit higher, so it's 0.26. So my RCD times, which I've just wrote down now, is 26.5 milliseconds, which is fine. So my functional test, which is what I've just done now, and also just going to be doing my RCD, my ZS test as well now. Insulation resistance, 999, it's pretty obvious. And so I have got a ZS of 0.17, so 0.17 ZS on there. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys at home know that I do what I say. All right, we all happy now? So the keyboard warriors, you've not tested that. He's just powered that up. Not true, big boy. It's done. All right. So go and get a brew. Have a minute. All right. Okay, so where we're at right now, we are absolutely flying ahead. So we've run our holes all the way down the spine of the house, is what you normally do. I've got Steve and Sean in the loft running the upstairs lights. So me, Kean and Lou are doing the upstairs ring. So we're going to focus on getting the upstairs circuits all tied up because that'll allow all the lads to get on with plastering and all the rest of it at a later date. So I'll go back upstairs with you guys now, but I've just got to get, so there's a stud wall there, that's what you just saw me drill. So I've got to get feed from that end, so the lads are getting on down that end on the ring, so they're going that way around the house, and I'm coming basically from there, and we're going to meet back in the middle. We've drilled all the holes out, so the board is so direction that way, then that leads off into the garage, so we're going to relocate the cables going down there, so the lads have now got one up into that socket. Lou has got his head down that end, getting on with that one. Let's go up the ladders. So the boys are, so Shawnee's right in the loft, Steve's there directing, so he's chucking the rods through various different locations. So I've got the other end of the ring is to that one, and then I'm just working my way to here, so where I've just drilled through that stud, and then I'm going to chuck the cable through and then go from there. Then that leads through into this room, so there's one basically sort of back to back, fine. Then we'll go over to this one, either side of the bed, work to that one, and then we're off into the main room. So I think the plan is for, so Kian's that one, so Kian's cracking on with that one, so that's the other first leg of the ring there. Yeah, and then we can come through, skip out of the ensuite, because obviously we're not going to have sockets in the ensuite, are we? Let's be honest. And then we've got a socket there, and one either side of the bed. That's basically the one there, one there. So that's pretty much it on that upstairs ring. But the lads, I think they're doing loops to the light switches. So yeah, so loads and loads. But obviously there's lots of noise, lots of chat and comms going on. So yeah. So let's have a look in the loft with Shawnee. Hello, matey. Ooh.
Whoa!
Oh, it's a bit wobbly, that.
Thinking about having a nice nap.
Okay, you got enough slack there,
insulation.
Nice nap time. You've got enough slack, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is a truss roof loft, so loads of timbers everywhere, loads of be annoying to work around, loads of insulation in it, so yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, so hopefully should get quite a lot done today. I've also got these to try, so these were gifted to me from Cable Boss. So the idea of those, if you don't know what they are, we've got loads of downlights and stuff that's going to be going in here. So the idea is that they're going to be, you fix them onto where the timbers are, you dangle your cable straight through so they can't be knocked or moved when it's all boarded. And the idea is that it keeps the cables exactly where they are. So thank you very much for sending those out to me. I've also got these to try, so these were gifted to me from Cable Boss. So the idea of those, if you don't know what they are, we've got loads of downlights and stuff that's going to be going in here. So the idea is that they're going to be, you fix them onto where the timbers are, you dangle your cable straight through so they can't be knocked or moved when it's all boarded. And the idea is that it keeps the cables exactly where they are. So thank you very much for sending those out to me. Okay, so we're just running the last of the upstairs, which is what the lads are doing now. So they're getting from this one, rodding down. All these ceilings are all being overboarded anyway. So what Lou's done is drilled a SDS all the way down. Then we've used the 100mm hole saw to feed it so we can get your hand in. So then Kian essentially is using the super rods to rod the cables through down that trap, and then that'll be back up into the socket above. What's really nice about obviously a job like this is that all the ceilings are all down. So we then stapled pretty much where I know that I'm not going to have to put any more in. So it's essentially gone round and obviously nice and tidy. So the lads are, so Sean's nicked the stapler. Want them tight?
Yeah.
Yeah, one's a bit tighter, mate. You want to pull a bit more? Oh, that one? Okay, no worries. Plenty on there. And essentially the other end of that lot is that one there. So Steve's...
That's got to go down.
Yeah, so that one that's still on the drum needs to go to that 180, yeah. Perfect. So yeah, so what I said earlier on, we dropped the feeds to the loops to the switches. So I find that most new builds are all done that way now because you're spending less time with your hands in the air with a light fitting, faster for testing, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so I've got all the cables ran like this. So they're all there, and then we'll put all the fronts on. So this here, what we'll do, we'll try and use the old snake skin and try and pull those through. But yeah, so then Steve's just sorting out the extractors, I think it is. So yeah, so I think he's sorting out the extractor fans. So this is the light switch for the bathroom. So what me and Steve were just saying is that it's going to be quite busy here. So we were thinking about putting the landing switch there, but what we might end up doing is putting it on here, just for ease. I'll try not to fall down there. So that's the other end of where Kian's just done down that bit. So we'll just feed that back up there. So Steve's just got my extractor fan isolator pointing there. Oh, you've already drilled all the downlights out. Yeah, no messing today.
Matt, and it's...
Sorry, hang on. Sorry, what?
Matt, you want to try that sometime?
Nah.
It makes it easier to find them after.
I heard that.
It's a little electrician's tip from me to you.
I have heard there has been a little bit of a snafu, hasn't there, before, which is Steve's fault. It wasn't my fault.
My fault.
It's always Steve's fault. Ah, so they've drilled all the holes in. Oh, brilliant. Okie dokie. Happy days. So they've got the extractor fan, which is this one. This the old centre light, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just pull all those out. So we've still got a few of the old bits in the loft that Shawnee will take care of shortly. Yeah. So getting there. So we've also moved all of the light switches and sockets to regulation heights, which is part M of the building regs. So it's 1200 to the top and 450 to the bottom of the sockets. Downstairs, the floor, I believe, is coming up 30 mil. So we did get caught out before. It was all big haste and that, and then the lads had to bring them up 30 mil. So yeah, so they're all obviously at 480 to the bottom. So yeah, so absolutely flying. So I think the next thing we'll get the smoke alarms ran. We'll get those in, and then pretty much the upstairs ceilings can all be sort of took care of then. Although I think there is a tank going in the loft. So I need to sort those heating controls out. So I'll just go and double check that. I can confirm there is a tank going in there, Steve's just said. So that means it's gospel, that is the truth. So with that, we're gonna have to put an immersion in as well. So it's not too much of a big deal, but because, like I said, the board is through that way and we're using the stud work to go up here somewhere. Yeah, so doing really well. Don't want to jinx it, but you never know how far we're going to get. Right, so I don't know what's happened, but Sean has somehow jammed a staple in the stapler. Never happened to me. So let's hopefully fix it. Got a tendency on breaking things. Sean, he's a bit heavy-handed. We love him dearly, but he's a bit of an animal. Aha! I think by being heavy-handed, he might have fixed it. Where is it, Lou?
It's going to be one of these, I think.
Can't see it. I think you're going a bit too steep. I reckon you're going to be in this one. I reckon.
Yeah, it's around that one.
I'm going to hold fire until Lou shows me the way, shows me the path. Lou, it needs to go about an inch back. Yeah, that's all right. I'll probably sneak it up the back here. Hold on. Is that it?
Yeah.
Got enough? We got the stapler. How's them legs doing? Hey?
He's like the guru.
What are you after?
The snakeskin thing.
The big one or the small one? This is boring doing this traditionally. It's so much slower. Sit in me defender. That's right, yeah. Oh, green lane, green lane. He does a lot of restorations, doesn't he? There's no point restoring a 90s build. Don't forget we're doing the outside lights for next door. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Will that reach next doors? Oh dear. Right, so we're coming to the end of the day, and as me and Steve were just chatting just then about life in general, in fairness. That's all it was, and it was pretty deep. And it wasn't about downlights at all, and locations and how many we need. It was really deep and meaningful. So it's been pretty successful, in fairness, today. So we've got the ring sorted for this room. We've got the lighting circuit in here, back to where the switch is going to be. The cables for the utility room all sorted, and we've got cables chucked up into the loft for the immersion as well, and lighting up there. The boys have done all that. Upstairs, so they've had a bit of a square up here. So lighting's all ran up here, sockets are all ran, so they are all in, ready to go. So that means there's loads of stuff to do with all the boarding, so that means all this upstairs pretty much can get sorted, I believe. So yeah, it's a pretty productive day, and it's been really good actually having all the lads to jump on with this with me. In fairness, it's been really good. So plenty to do, still loads to do, but we are getting there. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, and if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do. The link is in the corner at the bottom. Turn your notifications on, and we shall see you on the next one.